Man, look at that. I doubt this is better than anything else. 30 frames per second, 15 seconds in. Looking at the Houston Astros. I mean, I can get a little higher, but I really don't care. We're just going to start from the top. Just like that. All right. Baseball. Advanced search. We're going to search up baseball for team Astros. All right. And I don't think we need to take it out of there. I think we can go right from here, right? And we just do two at a time. All right, first two. We'll take these two. And we're looking at F-O-R-S-C-H, Forsch. And card number 231. Search that up. I'm going to wiggle a little bit here. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, the search is on. Looks like this. And there it is. There is two different prints of this one. One is the USA with the dot on the end. One is the USA with not the dot on the end. Let's see. There's the USA and there's the dot on the end. So take that one. Missing period would be the error, I assume. So we're going to take that one, 1990 Fleer, and add that to the collection. Bob Forsch. Okay. Switch that one. That's going to go back in there. We're going to go with this one. Ken Oberkfell. All right, back this up. Oberkfell. Oberkfell. Number 109. Search that one up. Ken Ray Oberkfell. Denotes led the league Braves to the Astros, 1990 Astros. Third baseman, Ken Oberkfell. Now, this is the same one I've dealt with before, where the leaf ink on the back has leaf ink with no period, leaf ink with a period, which is this little thing here, leaf ink. No period on that one. Okay, we're going to go with the no period. There it is, no period. All right, saved in the system. Take this same thing, put these back in. I don't know, to put them this way? I guess it doesn't matter. Just shove them around till I ruin them, huh? I got lots of stuff in the way. I think that's my problem. I got stuff in the way here. All right, let's go with the next one. Next two. These next two. Glenn Wilson, Terry Poole. All right, back. All right, well, let's go with Wilson. And number 156. Wilson 156, leaf on the back. Does it have the period or not? It does not. No period. Glenn Wilson 156, 1991, Don Russ. Oh, pretty soon I'm going to get an updated computer and it's going to be so much faster. Gosh, I can't wait. Get a faster computer with a little tax return money. Won't it be nice? Won't it be nice to have when that time comes? All right, that one is in. Next one is Terry Poole. PUHL number 233. 233. This one's the USA with the dot on the end. 1990 Fleer 233 with the dot. Going back in, Terry Poole. Oop, upside down. Don't do it that way. Got to see from the other side. See that? Oop, oop. All right, moving over to the next one. I'm going with these two next. Next one we'll go with Bill Duran. Bill Duran. And number 236. 236. Bill Duran 236 going in the book. This one's got a little I don't know. It was squished or something. It's not good. Can you see that? Right there. See that in the light? Been squished. It's been squished. All right, this got the leaf ink thing. Let's see. Leaf ink has the period on the back. Leaf ink with the period. We're going to go with that one there. Come on, load. Dang computer. This will take forever if I can't get this to load. Are they loading a new tab? Will it load? Doesn't want to see that card. Doesn't want to see Bill Duran. Wonder if we can get Deshays up in here. Deshays number 229. Search that one up. The other one doesn't want to run. Bill Duran. Not loading. All right, this one. USA has the dot. USA has the dot. Oh, I'm getting a little error on something here. What is the deal? Service unavailable. Can I go back? Try it again. No, still says service unavailable. Well, what do I do now? What do I do now if I can't put them in? If the service is unavailable? Service unavailable. Service unavailable. If I go back one, this loads up. If I do the search, does the search come back up? Is it the whole system or is it just this getting to the team? Really trying hard here. There it comes up with just the team there, so it's just getting to the card that I can't do. Well, the conundrum is mine. What do I do? What do I do? Can I search it in a different way? Because it really does not want to go. Service unavailable. Service unavailable. Let's get rid of that. Let's try something new here. Let's try a different one. Let's try the one down from that. Does that do the same thing? It's thinking. It's really thinking. But it's still not doing anything. Oh man, what's the dealio? Let's try the new tab. Let's try to go back. Service unavailable. Well, I don't know what to do there. The search works. Nope, now the search doesn't even work. Let's try a different way for a moment. See what happens. No, service unavailable. There's an HTTP error. Let's wonder if we reload it up, see if we can't, no, it says service unavailable right from the beginning. You can't even get to the collection. Something wrong with the site? All right, the main site is up. Let's go to advanced search, see if that works. That's coming up. Let's see if we can't get Deshays up again with number 229, just to try that out. There it is. Let's see if we can't click on the card, and there we go. All right, we're back in action. Deshays is in, but I think we have to redo Bill Doran. Bill Doran. All right, let's try it. Go back. See if we can't try it again. And go Doran. Card number. Do you remember what the card number was? I do not. Let's go with 236. Search that one. Add it in with the leaf ink with the period. There it is. All right, so must have been a refresh of the page or something because it wasn't working and now it's back in action. So we're back in there. Let's move on to the next one. 2 new cards. Glenn Davis and the 90 Fleer All-Star Team, Mike Scott. All right, back it up twice. And let's look at Glenn Davis, number 430. There it is, 1988 Topps, Glenn Davis. Add to the bag. All good there. We'll go with this one. This one's Mike Scott. And what number is it? Number 10. Top 10, top 10. Let's see what it says. This is the Fleer All-Star. Let's see if I get one just like it. There it is. Number 10. 1990 Fleer All-Star Team, number 10, Mike Scott. Second to last line, Astro is misspelled. Second to last line, Astro is misspelled Look at that. Asatro. Asatro. He's an Asatro. He played for the Astros. Astros. It's not a team. Very cool. Got a little air one there. With a decent price on it. That's a good one. All-star team. Next two. All right, what do we got? I've got Dan Schatzeder. Dan Schatzeder. What number is Dan? Dan is number 236. 236. How do you spell his name? Schatzeder. Wow, that's a name. Dan Schatzeder. Dan Schatzeder with the USA on the back, with the period on the end. Boom, was right there. Dan's got a card printed in USA. Looking good, Dan. Looking good, Dan. We'll put Dan back in there, but soon I want to look at Rafael Ramirez 234. Rafael Ramirez 234. Ramirez 234 for the Astros. Is the dot on the back? Did we look? Oh, we should always look at that, shouldn't we? Look and see if there's the dot on the back. All right, there, dot on the back. All right. My assumption is that, a lot of them have the dot on the back. The no dot, I don't know. Could be printed at a different time, different decks. There's Ramirez. He's got the dot on the back. Very nice. You have to assume who goes through these and goes, man, this one doesn't have a dot on the end of the USA. Wonder if it's is it the company that does it? Goes, hey, we forgot to put the dot on there, everybody. Or is it people that notice it? All right, I see another Glenn Wilson. Look at those two. Here's another Glenn Wilson here. All right, let's go with Roden. Rick Roden 235. R-H-O-D-N. Rick Roden. Rick Roden, does he have the period? He does. Has the period on the end of the USA. Rick Roden. There it is. Add that one to the collection. Back. Rick Roden going back in. And then we'll do that. Glenn Wilson. What number is Glenn Wilson? Glenn Wilson's number 240. Glenn Wilson 240. Does he have the dot on the USA? Yes, he does. Dot on the USA for Glenn Wilson. Glenn Wilson back in the deck. Back. All the way back to the warning track. And let's move on to our next two. Next two are pitcher, Larry Anderson and Brian Meyer. Larry looks like he's lazily throwing that ball. It's a changeup. It's not pitching it fast. Anderson. Uh-oh. My clicker's not clicking. Oh, here we go. Anderson. There we go. Anderson. What number is Anderson? 221. 221 on the Anderson. Does it have the USA with the period? Yes, it does. There it is. Anderson with the period. Done. Loading it into the book. 1, 2. Anderson back in the deck. Something in here. See that? Dirt and stuff. Dirty stuff. All right, next one up is Brian Meyer. 232. M-E-Y-E-R. Meyer. Brian Meyer, does he have the period? Yes, he has the period on the end of the USA. In. Added to the deck and going back in the sleeve. Down to the middle bottom. We got a third base and a pitcher, Jim Clancy and Ken Caminiti. All right, what number do we have for Ken? Ken's number 225. Caminiti. He's got the USA with the period on the end. Yeah. Caminiti popping up here. Here we go, Caminiti. It's a decent card, Ken Caminiti, with the period there. Got a decent median price on it. Selling all the Caminiti lots, all three of them, with, without, and whatnot, for $6. Single cards for $1.95, $1.75, $1.50, $1.99. Anywhere in that range. It's a good one. All right, Ken. Back in the book, Ken. Jim, what number are you, Jim? 226. Clancy. 226 Clancy. Does he have the period? Yes, he has the USA with the period on the end. USA. USA. Back in there. Clancy with the USA on it. Come on, load. Clancy with the USA on it. Low price. Low medium price. All added to the book. All right, back in to the bottom corner. And the last two cards of this 18-piece sleeve. Gerald Young and Kevin Bass. Bass or base? All about that base. 223 on the end of that. For, we're going to say Bass. Kevin Bass. Does he have the dot? He's got the USA with the dot. USA with the dot for Kevin Bass. Big time, big time. There it is. Add it to the database. Set it away. Do a double check. Kevin in the set. Looking for Gerald Young now. Gerald Young. What's Gerald Young's number? Gerald Young, number 241. Whoop, I wrote that on the wrong line. 241. 241, Gerald Young. Back in Gerald Young, and that's the end of the first 18 of the Astros. Gerald Young in the system. Also got some OPG for Gerald Young in there, but I don't have them. I only have the Fleer 90s. Come on, Gerald Young. Load up. They won't even want to load up. Put them way over here. Let's see if it's happening again. Might not be loading again. It's trying. It's got the load screen. Taking its dang time. Couple good cards coming up in the next set. I feel like my camera is slowly sinking down. Because it was showing all of this. Now it's not showing all of this. Watch this. It'll probably continue to sync though. Anywho's, it's not loading Gerald Young. I don't know what's up with that. Give it a little refresh and see if we can get it. It's either the site or me that's having problems today. It does not want to load. Gerald Young might be put on the back burner, waiting for a refresh. And the silence is a killer. Don't know what to do about the load on here. Keep it for later. Write it down. Gerald Young, number 241, 1990 Fleer. Let's try the next one and see what we can get out of it. Because I've got it loaded on another screen here for Gerald Young, 1990 Fleer. And we'll try to remember that. All right, we're going to move on. Let's move on to the next set. There's a manager coming up. But up here I've got Juan Agosto and Mike Scott. All right, Agosto, number 559. Let's see if this one works. Not going to go too far up if none of these start showing up. 559, Agosto. Juan Agosto. There's Juan Agosto. 559. Temporarily unavailable to service. Still trying. Service unavailable now. Can't even get to it. Even the Gerald Young. If I have to continue to refresh this, we are not going to be good. Let's try to refresh it again. See if the site can refresh. Waiting for that Gerald Young way over here. And Juan Agosto here. Working on Mike Scott. Whole set of Astros, Houston Astros from late 80s, early 90s. Seeing if I have any duplicates in here. I'm looking for a lot of duplicates. You know, when you're young and you just start collecting cards and throwing them in there, you don't pay attention whether you already have it or not. I didn't. Maybe you did. Maybe you're more detailed than I am. I did not. This says we are live. Curiosity. Oh, how is it loading up? It's going to try to load up. All right, let's do this. Wait for things to load here. Things as they reload up. Looking through other things. Gonna see if the stream is going well. Trying a new streaming app this morning to see how it's working. Can I see my channel? All right, one website is back up. Let's get rid of one of these and go back into the database. Service is unavailable. So service is unavailable from their side, it looks like. Last time I went right to the root to see if it'll pop up, and it did. This time, not so much. We might be out of luck here on the Astros, and we might cut it short and have to continue next time. Looking for Gerald Young and the rest of the Astros team. Let's give it a refresh here while I'm also looking for my Twitch stream, seeing if it's coming through. Still service unavailable on the database.
Dad, I think I want to get dressed.
You ready to get dressed, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, your clothes are on the back of the couch. Okay. There we go. 31 minutes in. Houston Astros collection. Hey, it's working. Oh, but it's doing it sideways. You guys are all dealing with that, huh? That vertical. Dang it. Sorry, y'all. I always forget about that when it does that. Oh, and then it looks me right in the face. Can you switch it around? Here we go. This one here. There we go. As my son tries to touch the screen. Stop touching the screen. Oh, and it's tiny too when I switched it. Are you guys dealing with that? All right, we're going to quit this one and we're going to start a new one. We've seen those cards, but we're still going to move along here and see if we can't do it again.